You know, it goes back to, okay, let me just tell you something. I'm glad to see you're still watching, you're still here, okay? A lot of people aren't, you know, they started, they even paid their money and they're still not here. This does not have to be easy or simple. Let me put it another way. This is not easy or simple. And it doesn't need to be. Okay? And I'm just going to say these. Just let me say these things, okay? Just stop sitting there shaking your head. It doesn't have to be fun. And it does not have to make you feel good. It could make you feel terrible. It would be okay if this made your hair fall out. I mean, it's okay to, if you're going to cure your cancer, you're willing for your hair to fall out, right? Me too, you know? Of course, if you notice, see, today I left a little patch of hair here because I don't want, because, you know, I shave my head so people think, well, this guy's bald. What's wrong with him? Did he have cancer? What happened to him? Is it the lice? No, actually. And it's just, I mean, you should only have what I save on conditioner. Let me put it that way. But, you know, today I've got hair. No, but it would be okay, right? If your hair fell out, it doesn't need to make you feel good. It doesn't need to make you happy. It doesn't need to cure your emotional problems. It doesn't need to turn you into a manifester, which it does because your functions are going to turn on when you do this. And one of the functions is manifesting. So everything's going to go your way. Things go my way. Like, things go my way all day, you know? Basically, I have a pretty, things fall into place for me. I got a lot of synchronicity in my life, you know, because I don't have too many things wrong with me that would ruin that. So no, but it doesn't, you don't have to have synchronicity. Everything could, you know, you could have terrible, you know, accidents. You could be stubbing your toe all day. As long as it cured your cancer, would it be okay for you to stub your toe? Sure, right? You'd go along with that, you know? You don't need any of those things. The only thing this needs to be is dependable. And so what is the solution for all this? That you be a drug. It's not just that you want to be one, or you want to test it, or you want to be able to know, which you probably do. You probably want to be able to know that if you cure something, it's going to be cured. No. It's more than that. You actually need to become the drug. You need to be dependable. You need to be able to depend on yourself. And let me tell you something. I don't know what you've been like. See, I was always somebody, I could depend on myself. You know, when I was in my early 20s, I was a watch band manufacturer. Like, somebody set me up in business, this guy, and, you know, no, we weren't lovers. You know? I know what you were thinking, but he was gay, actually. I found out, you know, it's funny, I worked with him for years, and then I found out that he was gay. He died of AIDS in 1984. My mentor and the person who put me in business, this guy put me in business, okay, and put up the money for me to be in business, too. So that because he wanted to make watch bands and he didn't want to be an assembler. He didn't want to go into another thing, you know. So he had several people he did that with. He was a leather man. And Stuart Goldstein. And I want to end the HIV epidemic because, for one thing, Stewie died of AIDS, you know. And I want to pay something back. It's a little late, but better late than never. You know, besides, I don't like AIDS. I'm sure you can see why. I had a lot of friends die of it. You know, a lot of good people. Brilliant, brilliant people. I mean, Carolina's brother, he was a financial wizard, multi-millionaire. He was an analyst or some financial advisor or something. I didn't know him that well, but he was a handsome guy. Oh boy. He was one of my students, too, you know, years ago. Anyway, all these people were my students, except Stewie never would be my student. He always used to, I became a psychotherapist. I stopped doing the watch bands and became a psychotherapist. And Stewie said to me, like, oh, my boyfriend needs you. He kept telling me, I really want my boyfriend to come do therapy with you. God. It was too funny, you know. I tell you, you had to love him. You had to love him. But no, the only thing, this just has to be dependable, you know, for you. You need to be the drug that cures you. And see, I was always a dependable person. That's why Stuart chose me. But you're going to find, if you have not been in your life a dependable person, and you would know that better than anybody, but of course it would be also something people have told you or not told you down through the years, like maybe nobody ever put you in business because maybe they didn't think you were so dependable. Maybe they didn't promote you because they didn't think that. But you know, you will become dependable by becoming dependable with this. And you see, what you're doing is you're following a thread, okay? Your finger is moving, your chest is opening up, a big grin is coming to your face, and you're being told you're going in the right direction, and you will become more and more dependable as you follow that thread, all other things being equal. So you can get there, you know? You can get to spiritual and emotional wellness. You can get to dependability. You simply see this? See my finger? You run enough tests. You run enough tests. And you listen to other people run enough tests. That's why we have cure shows. Those things are important. Those cure shows are really important because you're hearing the people you're hearing them actually cure the thing. You know, it's like the movies in lesson 1. And you got to get a player, and you download those cure shows and take them with you. And also my talks. Boy, I have a lot of experience, and you want to listen to those talks. You know, and the way to do it, again, you test. You test down the list of talks, and you know, it'll tell you which ones to download into your player, and then from there you test on your player which ones to listen to, and so on. And you'll go forward. See, this doesn't have to be quick. It doesn't have to feel good. You know, I'm telling you, you'll go forward quickly, or faster anyway. Well, you have to do accelerators too. See, when you read the email that's sent to the Cure Drive, you'll hear, you know, you'll get an email every week or so that says, do accelerators, and you know, you'll do them because that may actually make you see. People die because they don't go fast enough. I mean, it's possible that somebody could learn this. I have never known anybody that happened to, but it's because they went fast enough. You know, they got real scared. But if you were dying and you didn't go fast enough, you could die. Oh yes, I did know one person. I did know a woman. It was right at the beginning of this, way before I knew what to say to anybody. You know, this woman was in Santa Fe. She learned it, and I was talking to her. She had cancer, and I said to her, "You got to go faster." And she got really angry at me, and she said, "I need to go at my own pace." Well, she was gone, and about 6 weeks later, she was dead. Boy, I'm telling you, see, like people say, is this fear-based? Yes, because I think that a lot of people have cured things because they just got scared enough. See, if you can cure it, then fear does not stop you from curing it because you're getting the signals. And of course, one of the signals is the good feeling. So then you're not scared anymore. So you're not motivated. So maybe you slow down, and you got to balance all that. So when I tell you that it doesn't have to make you feel good or be quick, you're probably sitting there saying, wait a minute, Byard, but it is all those things. It is fast. It is fun. It does make me feel good. I do love it. I'm not resisting it. I like it. I want to do it, you know. And you're going on and on. But, okay, fine. But just remember, it only needs to be one thing. It just needs to be dependable, which means you need to be able to cure something when you need to cure it. And that means you need to become a drug, and that means you're going to become dependable. Because there ain't any it, which is why I call it the Cure Drive instead of Immunix, because it's the Cure Drive. It ain't a thing. It's something that you be. You be the meanest SOB in the valley. So you will fear no evil.